literacy is important for adults as well as children. We know that high school students are able to acquire that information relatively easy, but we also want our younger students as young as 6 and 7 years old to be able to understand what financial literacy means and how to be financially responsible.
It has been a whirlwind of watching these kids learn about financial literacy. We started, very simply by just talking about a piggy bank, which a lot of the kids already have. And we talked about how when we add that money to the piggy bank, we can hopefully save it for something that we want in the future.
One thing that I learned about financial literacy is that debt is getting money, but then giving money.
Is debt good or bad?
Bad.
My future savings goal is so I could go to college and then I could get a job and then I could get things so I could survive, like shelter and stuff.
That is bad because you have so much bills to pay and you have no money to pay bills.
For me, what really stuck out was learning the vocabulary. The words like interest and debt are not words that you normally hear from a 7 or 8-year-old. So it was really interesting to hear them, and they got to hear my experiences of going into debt with college, and I think it was a really good lesson for them.
Interest means like money added into your savings score or bank account. That means like you don't have a lot of money and then you have to pay lots of bills.
From the Avid 3-column notes, the students extended to a Would You Rather, which is an inquiry model where students are selecting a choice based on their personal preference. In this case, students were asked, would they rather save their money to go to college to be a pilot or an architect?
I would rather save my money to go to college.
After they make their choice in the Would You Rather, students are using academic discourse based on the Avid Elementary 3-column notes around financial literacy to express their opinions.
I would save my money to go to college to be a paleontologist.
The culminating activity after 3 days is students actually claim their CalKids account. CalKids is a college savings account for students who are eligible in California under 3 categories: homeless, foster youth, and low income. If students are eligible in one of those categories, it's $500, and each additional is an additional $500. So students, after claiming their accounts as young as 7 years old, can have $1,500 in the account, and it also accrues interest over time.
Oh, I think it's absolutely beneficial that they're able to have this money now, and it can gain interest for them for the future. College is expensive these days, and they've learned that they can go to college or they can go to a trade school or some other kind of, classes or certification.
Savings is like money but a way to help with future goals.
Having money more later than having money more now is better.
So after today's lesson, a student claimed account had already $536 in the account. Now the base deposit is $500, so that means that account has already accrued $36 worth of interest during that time. In other classrooms, I've seen students claim over $1,500 because of the interest that has already occurred.
I need a savings because for college, and then once I get a job, I could get more interest.
So having this is a huge benefit, and I would have loved to have had this opportunity when I was little. Most people I know didn't start considering their finances until they were at the end of high school. So being 7 and already having money saved is an amazing feat.